I sort of was thinking a couple of weeks ago that it's often nice to know sort of how people decided to get into how the research got to where it is. And for me, this really began when I was doing my master's at the University of Toronto. I had embarked on a qualitative research study using phenomenology, looking at parents' experiences following their child's admission to the PICU. So this was the mid-1980s. And at that time, this was nobody was really doing this. And I was just looking for some insight that, I felt that we could improve the care that parents were receiving following their child's admission to the ICU. One of the themes that emerged in the data that I gathered really altered the direction of my research, and that was all parents expressed need to know what was happening with their child psychologically. This, again, you have to go back to kind of that point in time, but there was sort of a sense from people that, the children were heavily medicated, that they weren't conscious, that children would sort of leave the ICU and life would be fine. And I think the notion that perhaps these children weren't fine after they left the ICU was a little bit sort of foreign to people in critical care. I discovered that many of these parents had spoken to staff about their concerns, and none of them had received any sort of reassurance or any attempts to really address those concerns. The focus was really on the child's physiological recovery and not on psychological well-being.